What's going on, guys? Want to do an EDC update for you. It's been a while since I've done one, and it's a new month, new things. Huge changes, which we'll talk about in a moment. But I just want to take a second to say Happy Easter to all the people out there who celebrate it. Today is Easter, so I wish you have a wonderful, safe, happy time with your family. If you're traveling, safe travels back. But for all the people who don't celebrate Easter, well, happy Sunday, or whenever you happen to be watching this video. So anyway, I've done a lot of thinking, and there is some major changes to my my EDC. This is it. I got my wallet, my phone, my keys, and I decided to carry a flashlight. This is a new flashlight. This is a U-Torch S1 Mini. Pretty interesting light. We'll talk about this in the future here. But yeah, you might be shocked to see that that's it. No guns, no knives, no gear, lighters. I've kind of, I've given this a lot of thought, and all that stuff's dangerous, It's just dangerous stuff. I mean, I've heard a lot of talk about how bad guns are, and, even knives, even though I used to use my knives pretty much every day, and they're extremely useful tools, and some of the other stuff I've carried, it's just, it's dangerous stuff. So, to be honest, I'm probably just going to destroy all of it and, live a happier, safer life. Yeah, right. Come on. You didn't believe that, did you? It's not only Easter, it's April Fool's Day, and that's what I came up with for a quick lame joke. There's no way I'm not going to carry knives and guns and fun gear. It's useful, except for the gun. The gun's just there just in case. Everything else is useful, though. I do use this stuff all the time. So yeah, let's get back to earth here, okay, and talk about some fun, cool gear. So this has been my my EDC as of late. Not all knives were carried at the same time. Just kind of swapping between them, so I figured I'd show all three of them, plus the neck knife you guys saw recently. I did the review on the Chow, and this is still holding up very well. No issues with it falling out. I told you guys I was super concerned about that, and I'll probably end up sending this back. I hate to fork over the money for shipping, but as a lot of people suggested, and I do agree, it'd be cool to send this back to Rockstead to get a not only a sharpening job, so I can experience that factory edge, as well as I'll probably just remold the sheath. I know I could do it myself, just basically heat it up and press it back down, but I might do that. I might do that in the future. I'm kind of contemplating that because it's probably the best thing. I get to share my experience with sending it back to you guys, as well as just get that factory edge, as opposed to putting my own edge on it. I'm sure I can get it sharper than it is currently, but like I said, I mean, it's kind of cooler to have them do it and get the real experience. So yeah, still wearing the Chow, still loving it. Still worried it's gonna fall out, even though it hasn't. But yeah, that flashlight I showed, I am actually using this as well, but it hasn't been my main EDC. This has been my main flashlight. So you'll see this in the future. It's still a really interesting light in warm white. So we'll talk about more of that in the future when I carry it more. But this has been my my lights. This is the WowTac A2. This has the angled head. Although this is a really good light, I do have a huge issue, and I'm going to stop carrying it because the actuation button's on top, and it's not very hard to press that. I've had this light turn on in my pocket twice now. 2 different times, I literally felt my pocket like getting warm. I was out and about running errands and stuff, and it was in my jean pocket, and I reached down in there, and it was literally like starting to get hot from being on. It got poked on. As far as orientation, I usually have this with the head up in my pocket. But just in walking around, it got poked, and that's not good. Obviously, it just runs the battery out. So I'm not going to carry this anymore because of that issue, but other than that, it is a good flashlight, as long as you don't pocket carry it, or you're just very aware of its positioning. So yeah, that's been my flashlight. To take a quick little break and go back to the joke, yeah, I had all kinds of ideas for April Fool's Day, and some of the stuff was like outlandish, and it's hard to even keep. I want to keep the joke up longer, but I know people are gonna be like really like honestly disappointed and like click off the video and think I'm not carrying knives anymore, and they won't know what's going on. So my other ideas for April Fools, unfortunately, because of the PC movement and everything else, there's a lot of stuff I really want to do, and I just can't do it. The fact is that I'm restricted, and it is what it is. You know what I mean? So maybe in the future, people will lighten up a little and I can do some really fun, crazy stuff like I used to do. But as of now, I have to keep it kind of tame, and I thought that was kind of funny. So hopefully you enjoyed it. If you didn't think it was funny, well, hey, it's not for everyone, I guess. But anyway, back to the real EDC. Carrying the Zippo, like always. Usually if I'm running to the store, like a real quick trip, I will not put this on. But if I know I'm going to be out for more than an hour or something, I'll clip this onto the belt, left side, and it does get used. As far as going back to the knives here, I got a Spyderco. This is, I believe, the Dragonfly, but this one is in ZDP 189, which I'm kind of refamiliarizing myself with because I haven't used it in such a long time. But it does have a wicked edge on it. Awesome. Might look black or gray, but it's actually a very dark green for the handle. This is a new knife I got in trade. This is one of the first Kaisers. This is what, the 401C1. So really interesting. This was offered to me in trade, and when I first heard of Kaiser, this was like one of the first models that came out. It's an S35VN, titanium handle, and it has this kind of really unique anodizing pattern. There we go. That's a little better shot of it. It's kind of hard with the glare here. But yeah, you can see the coloration there. Some people are turned off to the fact that it does have kind of a girlish color. That's what some people say, but I don't think that. I mean, colors are unisex. You could be a manly man in like pink and purple, who cares, right? But I like it because it's different. I just like it because there's no other knives that look like that as far as coloration. You know, I mean, in comparison, this Stat Gear Asus, I believe is what this is called, black on black. It's very cool, you know, it's very tactical, you know, but occasionally I do like a little pop of color, you know, so that's why I did gravitate toward this, and I did want to try it, and it was nice that it was offered to me. So yeah, I mean, there's been tons of Kaiser models that came out since, and it's funny because when I first got this, I showed my wife, and the first thing she said, without me even opening or anything, she's like, "Oh, it looks like a cheap Bud K knife," and I'm like, "Oh, it's kind of strange she said that," but I guess because of the coloration, it comes across as maybe cheap. I don't know. What's your opinion on it? As soon as I gave it to her, she opened it up and she's like, "Oh no, this is really nice." I said, "Yeah, it is. It is really nice. Feels solid, locks up great. S35VN is awesome. I mean, cuts like a razor. It's a really great knife, but this color pattern is very much hit or miss. You will love it or you will hate it. I love it because it's different. So that's that. But then, yeah, again, also the Stat Gear, which I've been carrying for a while now, so I might do a review on that soon. Watch, still the Maritech Pilot's watch, full size. Still loving it with this band. And last but not least, the firearm. Gen 3 Glock 19. Can't go wrong. You know. I do carry a spare magazine with full metal jacket rounds in there. Just my own, you know, personal preference to have the difference in rounds. The theory behind it, and again, this is so rare, and people talk about different scenarios. It's like, it's probably never going to happen. I hope it never happens. That's the idea. I mean, I carry this thing every single day, everywhere I go. I hope to never use it. Some people say it's kind of a waste. It's just extra weight on your side. Well, I don't know. It's like extra weight in the trunk of your car when you carry a donut or a spare tire. It's there for emergencies. You hope never to use it. You know, you're probably wasting some gas mileage by having the extra weight, but hey, it's good to have it. If you ever needed it, you'll be happy you had it. That's my philosophy on the guns. I carry them. I hope never to use them. But if I ever did have to use it, realistically, statistically, a couple shots, everything's over. If I ever went through a full magazine and needed a mag change, I'm in some serious trouble. But the idea, in my mind, is that I carry hollow points. If I ran out of ammo because someone's hiding behind some kind of structure or something, that's why I went with full metal jackets for more penetration power. So if they were hiding behind something the hollow points were being stopped by, maybe those FMJs will punch through. It's such a rare instance to even have to draw your gun, let alone use it, let alone do a magazine change, let alone have that scenario where someone's behind cover you can't, you know, shoot through. So yeah, it is what it is. But I'm accustomed to carrying all this stuff and all this weight, so it's no big deal. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. A little playful, a little different. Obviously lame for some people, but I thought it was kind of funny. That's why I did it. And I have to keep it lighthearted. I didn't want people freaking out and going on and on with the joke. Because my original idea was to keep that EDC like that and just not mention anything. Just let the comments flow and people think what they want to think. And, you know, but then I realized that some people will freak out. They're going to go, oh my God, he's not going to do gear anymore? What's going on? What's going on? So it's funny because this stemmed off a conversation that I had with someone. They were asking me, because I get all kinds of messages. They're asking me, when I shower, do I wear my neck knife? Because it seems like you always have a knife on you no matter what. And jokingly, I said, no, I don't keep my neck knife on me, but I always keep something in the old poop chute, prison style, just in case. And it's an Opinel. And I said the reason I picked an Opinel is because it has a round handle. And they took that seriously, and I had to quickly let them know that I was joking, and I have a strange sense of humor. In reality, when I'm taking a shower, it's just like you guys. I don't have anything on me for preparedness, but I will tell you, unlike most of you, I do have stuff in my bathroom at the ready for defense. Every room in my house has something that I can defend myself with. So even when I'm naked, I'm truly not without. So anyway, that is it for now. Again, hopefully you enjoyed the video. It's just something fun. Hopefully you didn't freak out or anything. I will always have gear on me. I will always have knives on me. And wherever I legally can, I will have a firearm on me, as well as some other stuff. So hope you guys have a wonderful Easter, a happy April Fool's Day. Hopefully you don't fall for any pranks or dumb jokes. And a happy Sunday. And I'll see you guys soon. Take care.